report, and my report consists of my concerns about the high legal fees surrounding Chief Fox case and village manager Turner case. We continue to burden the village with these type of hardship that should have never been done in the first place. The trustees continue to go to court and fight this in court when our own village attorney put out a memo and said to them and advised the board, the trustee board, that we should not be causing these type of litigation and these type of hardship upon the citizens of Sauk Village. We've already put burden on the village with the different levies that we're putting out. So to continue to go to court and fight something that the village attorney has already had advised the board that we shouldn't be doing, I think that is really ludicrous on the board's part. They should stop this foolishness, and so we can continue try to move on. The village attorney has already advised the board. Attorney McGrath, you did advise the board. Did it come from you that the village board shouldn't be putting these type of litigation at the beginning? You did not advise the board on that? Yes, sir.
Memos report out that we always try to limit litigation costs.
Make sure you get that in there. Just want to make sure.
Relating to a number of topics, and one of them is litigation. We're always trying to keep litigation costs down.
So, my concern is why if the trustee continue to fight this, if our own attorney, we're paying them to advise us on certain on issues in the village. If they're advising the board not to do this, I can't understand, and it really baffles me, that why is it that the board continues to force the attorney to move forward in court. These type of hardships should never be put in, and if they're going to start, they should never be continued to put up on the citizens of Sauk Village. We cannot continue that to happen. So, with that said, we are going to be in court to force the trustee, Trustee Hanks, Trustee Burgess, Trustee Williams, Trustee Chavez, and Trustee Myers to pay that money back. We will be filing a lawsuit individual on each trustee for causing this type of hardship upon the citizens of Sauk Village.
So you're going to do right? You're going to read
if they can continue to do this, this is what they should be forced to pay that money back. And that's what we will do. We will be seeking in court. We will be seeking a court action to have those trustees to file and pay that money back. So with that said, we have continued to get the same type of from each one of these senior trustees. The pattern has always been that they are not looking out for the residents of this building. Senior trustee meaning Trustee Hanks, Trustee Burgess, and Trustee Williams. We just passed the levy to raise your taxes for this building. And mind you, I don't have anything against this building. I think we have a beautiful building here. What I believe that the trustees, those trustees, Hanks, Burgess, and Williams, did not act in the best interest of the village when they put out a bond or put out a note to finance this building. You cannot take out a note at such a high interest rate and have stipulation in the bond where it cannot be financed. You got to have some reason, some room to refinance the note at some time at a later date. So with the continual of not doing their duty, mismanaging of the taxpayer money, abusing of the public trust, and gross incompetence in their duty, I'm going to ask and demand that Trustee Hanks, Trustee Burgess, and Trustee Williams step down immediately as trustees. I'm going to ask that the citizens stand with me to demand that they because of the pattern that they continue to do and placing hardship upon the citizens of this village. Number one, we've already talked about raising the taxes that they would cause on the citizens. Number two is that when they had the order 2 fire trucks, don't know where the bond, they don't know where the money is for 1 fire truck, and now we're paying for the 2nd fire truck and meeting the notes. That came on their watch in 2007 and 2008. And continue to pay the attorney $400 and some in legal fees an hour, to continue to approve all the overtime for the police department. You cannot tell me that they're not doing their job when they continue to allow these type of things and these type of action to be put up on the citizens of Sauk Village. So I'm asking them to resign right away. Comments?
So you said that you're going to be filing this in court tomorrow?
I said I will be filing a lawsuit in court.
Use your microphone.
It's already on.
Whenever that does happen, if we can just make sure that we are notified to the case.
You will be notified, I'm sure.
If we can just make sure that all the people who are named in there individually notified, that would be great. And then I just want to bring up a couple of things that you brought up. Number one, you stated that no one can tell you that we're not doing a good job. A double negative equals positive, so that would mean that you were doing a good job. Number three. I know grammar's really difficult. Number three, I would just like to state that you talk about the bonds that were for this building. I know that maybe you're just referring to people who are on this board currently, but there's also some people in the audience you may want to look and see because they were actually approved that as well. Number four, you talk about senior trustees. Just as a point of clarification, your order is wrong. It is Hanks, Williams, and then Burgess. And if you talk about Trustee Myers being a senior trustee, he's no more trustee, he's no more senior than Benson, and he's actually, both of them are actually been on here more time than Trustee Chavez when he's thrown him in that lawsuit.
I did not call Trustee Myers in the senior trustee. Only 3 trustees was in the senior.
They always want me to make information back.
Which is fine. I just want to make sure that we keep talking about lawsuits and you're You threatened a lawsuit. You didn't do that. Now I see why. But you didn't do that. But now then again, you've tried to fight back in lawsuit in court. The first time we ever went to court was because you took us there, not the trustees. You took us to court. You took this village to court, which is fine because we're there now. You know, like I said, I'm always ready before I go to fight. But if we're going to go to court, we need to continue with this. I have no problem, no hesitation at all with continuing. I know this board knows full on well how I feel about the situation. And I think it's important to know that, first of all, if you had 5 people step down, you would not be able to conduct a meeting because you wouldn't have a quorum. And although you would have the right to, appoint those people would have to be voted on to be approved and appropriated for. So therefore, that would be, again, it's a housekeeping issue, but you should probably do a little bit more research. I think I'm on number 9 now, but overall, case in point, there's a mayor and 6 trustees for a reason. The people who are elected to sit in these seats are the ones who are supposed to assist each other in governing the village. And anytime that you have the majority of people wanting to do something, it's unfair that the mayor or the seat has decided to override. And every time you've done that with less than the backing, you had to go out and approve. You had to go out and appoint, not with the backing of your board. That's how you got Renata in here. That's how you got Martin in here. That's how you got Fox in here. What ended up happening at the end, you... I've given everybody respect while they were speaking, so I'm going to ask you again while I'm speaking. I think it's important to know that
Please order, please.
with each person that you have presented to this board, we have asked for reconsideration, we've asked for you to go out and post the job, we've asked for there to be third parties. There was a third party to Martin, yes. When Martin came back, we did not have a majority of the board right away. Trustee Hanks was then the one who overturned that. You had to split that vote. You didn't have that with Renata for 3 months. Then you finally got that vote. It took time. This board has eventually had to put up with everybody here in the office. If you talk about spending money, your last chief of staff cost this village $90,000 because of her ineptitude. She's cost us countless amounts of money. We've had situations with this village manager where I've stated before, where this village manager has stated she's been too busy to do certain things because of press conferences. I have specifically asked her for information that I still haven't received. You have the same information with the chief that you had before you have with this chief. I have asked the village manager and the chief for multiple pieces of information. Have never received that. I've sat there, I have a medal signed by Mr. Fox that says he was return over information. Has never been presented. I presented that to yourself, this board, and to this partner, and still have not given the information. So while you say that the board is trying to divide and the board is trying to cost taxpayers dollars, when we sit back and understand that people are not properly trained to do their job or properly know the hierarchy of this village, know how they're supposed to do their job, it costs us money too. So for you to keep going back and forth to court, you're not adding to the solution, you're adding to the problem. But if that's something you want to do, that's absolutely fine. I'm not going to tell you to stop, because I'm not going to stop.
Use my tax dollars and go to court.
Again, if that's something that's going to happen, that's fine. But I really don't think it's proper that anybody up here sit up here and say it's somebody else's fault. Because we're all at fault. We've all been behind this in one way or another, and we all need to start taking responsibility for exactly what's going on. Because to say that you're just a victim in all this is absolutely ridiculous. And I also think that it's just to ask for us to resign. I mean, we've had. Feel free, and I would just like to finally say, as you were saying that, I just want to give you a clap myself, because that showed that, you know what, that was a fair thing to do. You asked for something, you're not going to get it. But you asked for it, you showed, you tried to pull your power, and I think that was really the way to do it. It's not going to happen.
Let me clarify something that Trustee Wiggins said. I did not say trustee Myers as one of the seniors.
You did not.
Trustee Myers' name came up with the trustee that filed with the lawsuit, not as a senior trustee. The senior trustee, it doesn't matter about what order they come in, they're still the senior trustees on the board. Those three names that I called, trustee Hank, trustee Williams, and trustee Burke. Those are the senior trustees that have been making the decision for this village for a period of time, and in the condition that has gotten this village in. If we're going to continue to try to cut costs and save, we cannot allow them to continue to put the village in these type of harm's way and put this type of hardship upon the citizens of Sauk Village. And we're not going to stand by and continue to let it happen. The citizen voted for Lake Michigan Water. Citizen voted for Lake Michigan Water. Trustee Burgess.
Mr. Mayor, I'm really appalled personally because you're the mayor of this town, and I would have thought when you said you ran, you were going to run with leadership, not with campaigning each and every week, passing the blame. We got to try to move forward. Do you see why we don't get any enterprise here? I said, do you see why we don't get any enterprise here? I mean, because we're on the YouTube or whatever every single week. And we can't, how is anyone going to come here and want to spend that dollar here? We can't even run a meeting properly. But you said that we've cost the village money. You said that the trustees should step down because we don't agree. That's what I'm sorry, but we agreed to disagree, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not, and will never be a rubber stamp for anyone. Even though you try to make it seem that way, I was elected by all the people, not by just some. Not by just a select few of the ones that want to go along with me, or the ones that say, okay, follow behind me and I'll do this and that. I got elected from the people that said we believe in you and we believe that you're going to try to move this village forward. As you were elected, sir, by the same people that said you would try to move this village forward. Not sit here and talk about what if you have a problem, you try to solve it. Not by the expense of the village residents, because you're a resident yourself, and it's your taxpayers' dollars to do everything. You took this village to court the very first time because we asked you, point blank, sir, we don't have the money to hire a certain individual, which was at that time the police chief, and we asked you to go a different route. That's where all this started at. That's where all this litigation started at. And since that time, we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars because of that. Because you didn't want to, you wanted a rubber stamp. You wanted someone to say, okay, I want this, I'll get that. Now you're saying that you want to further put this village in debt and further go after us. For what reason, I have no idea. Why are you suing? Hey, shoot your best shot when it comes to that. Let the courts decide, as far as I'm concerned. But to sit up here and be the mayor of a town and say all I can do, the only way I can get my way is I have to sue. I'm not willing to sit down and talk because when I say goes, if it doesn't go, I take my ball, I go in the house. And that's what happened. So now what you're saying now is that if we don't agree with you or haven't agreed with us, it's 5 trustees, Mayor. Unless you know the Jedi trick, I know I don't. 5 trustees against 1. And you're still saying that we're wrong?
Yeah.
That we're against what you're trying to do. We're doing what the people asked us to do. The majority, even though your crowd may be the loudest, doesn't mean that they're right. Even though that you have people that are in the audience saying things out of turn, disrespectful, or not respecting the person that's actually talking at the time, that they're right. Even though you did, look at your village. Look at your village and how you divided this village. It's a shame that you divided this building. Now you're saying that we did this. If you're a senior trustee, Mayor, there's a reason for it. If they didn't believe in you the first time that you got elected, why did they put you back in there? There's a reason why they put you back. I guess everybody was asleep the second time that, as you call, senior trustee was voted in. So everyone didn't come out, or whatever the case may be. But to go back and make your mayoral report be of a negative meaning, be of a negative content, not something positive that's going to push this village forward into the new millennium, but to make a comment that says, I'm going to sue the elected officials that the public put in because they won't go along with what I want, is very wrong, sir. And then you say, then you're asking us to step down? Really?
Yes. Yep.
Let me clarify. I did not say that that I was going to say we will be in court to file an individual lawsuit. This has nothing to do with the city, the village of Sauk Village. This is going to be an individual lawsuit on each trustee to make sure that they pay the money back that they are causing the hardship on this village. And you cannot tell me, I don't care whether it's the plan group or whatever group. If this is not a hardship on you, then it's a hardship on the other. Anytime you pay your attorney to advise you of what to do, and they go some other way and charge the taxpayer for it, then it's unnecessary. And somebody should be held accountable.
So that you understand, Mr. Mayor, I don't know who you got for a law firm, but if you sue any individual that's an elected official while they're in office, who do you think pays, sir? Who do you think picks up that bill for that official that's being sued? I don't care if they're being sued by a resident or not. If you sue an elected official while they're in office, who do you think pays that bill?
That's the attorney.
He's sitting right there next to you. Ask Mr. McGrath. Who do you think pays that bill when you're suing an elected official that's in office? Who do you think pays that bill?
Trustee, what you got for comment?
I just had a question. You stated that we would be in court. I want to know who we were.
Well, if you say you're going to get, you'll be the first to be notified. You'll be notified in court with the court papers. Trustee, Mike. Right.
Okay. So, just for the record, since you've already asked those questions, you and somebody else are planning on filing suit against the 5 trustees that you stated. And when you do that, their names will be on the document. So we need to put that. Okay. So just to clarify, is it like a class action lawsuit, or have you had the determination yet? Because if you are suing with a group of citizens as like a class action lawsuit type of thing against the village, okay. But if you're suing in your official capacity as mayor, and you are including citizens who are not a part of that, do not have any kind of official capacity, I'm not sure that that's possible. So that's why I'm clarifying. Like you said, I guess I'll see when it happens. I'm curious to, and Mr. McGrath is maybe a lot of extra work. I'm not sure if you know about this. I'm just curious as to know exactly how this is going to break down. So as our village attorney, that the mayor wanted here, as our village attorney, we have a lot of work to do. So now I'm curious as to know how this is going to affect us. I know Trustee Burns asked a question and asked for you to answer. The mayor wouldn't let you answer. So maybe you could email and just kind of maybe give the definition of what an elected official has a indemnification, and they then become indemnified. So we're a trustee. It's going to be like taking money out of the water fund to pay payrolls. That's what we are.